Mythbusters, obviously everyone knows fucking
Why are you
Mythbusters.
skipping the
Addams Family?
Addams Family.
Okay, so this was during
I never watched Addams Family.
Okay, so this was the original Addams Family TV show from the 60s.
I was wondering why I was in black and white.
Yeah, so this is from the 60s.
Why do, Carlo?
This was during a time where I had this like weird obsession with watching a lot of old films.
Okay.
So I would like this was during the time where I would be like, so was Citizen Kane actually a good movie? I'm gonna go and check it out.
Right.
So I would watch like Citizen. It was okay. I would watch Citizen Kane and like all the the Orville films and like all of the fucking.
Is this how you started your auteur phase?
Yeah, I was, yes.
And then
Okay.
I was like,
and then it never stopped.
I was like, I'm not like those other kids watching Breaking Bad. Fuck off. I'm gonna watch Addams
What
Family.
do you mean? Let's cook, Walt.
But yeah, I think what really was cool about Addams Family, like even though this is a 60-year-old show at this point,
Yeah.
it's still fucking hilarious.
You know, whenever you like, you watch modern TV shows that pop on the TV, and you're like, this is shit. Whenever you're whenever you for some reason in a place and old TV shows come on, they're always so good.
Yeah, they are.
I don't know if I'm like crazy, but like they're always just funny.
They must be good in order to still be played
Still
on
survive,
TV,
yeah.
Right. That just
Maybe it's like survivor bias of like, it's because you're seeing the best of the best that we remember and
Right,
fondly
right.
cherish and made sure we kept in HD.
I'm sure out of every one Addams Family, there was 20 really shit
yeah,
shows
of
no one
course,
cares.
of course.
But yeah, like I mean,
what is Addams Family about? I just know the
Addams
name.
Family.
Addams Family is
Is
about
it a comedy? Is it a drama? What is it?
It's a comedy. So
Okay.
Addams Family, I think it's based off a comic book series or a book or something. Please confirm, Kai. But basically, it's about this really fucking weird family called the Addams Family that are like very like macabre and like obsessed with like death and stuff like that. And they're just like a very weird. They were like the original like we're not like the other families type of family, right? So like
they kind of weren't, to be fair.
so there's like Gomez and like Morticia and fucking I don't know Uncle Fester and like just characters like that where it's just like there was just like it was the weirdest cast of characters.
They're human, right?
Yes, they're human, but they're so weird and so obsessed in the macabre that they're almost not human. I mean, there is a character that's also not human called Thing.
But in another interpretation of the show, they are actually like
Why do I think they're vampires?
Yeah,
well, because I think in other versions of stories, because
yeah.
it's like I think Addams Family is.
Yeah, I think it borders on like, are they human or are they just weird humans or are they non-humans trying to live in a human world?
Is the Addams Family
Reddit
public
is-
domain?
Yeah.
Can you look?
It was based off of a cartoon character.
Oh, a cartoon. Okay.
Is it public domain? I can't remember if it is.
I
or
don't
not.
know, to be honest. But they've done a bunch of remakes of like movies from like the 90s. Addams Family
yeah.
movie is
Yeah.
fucking hilarious. And I think recently,
That's the Adam Sandler one, right?
not is
There's
it
an
an
Addams
Sandler?
Addams Family one?
Or is that a Dracula movie?
I don't know.
It's not public domain.
Okay,
It's
it's
not.
not public
What,
domain.
Yeah.
What's the one that Adam Sandler's in? The Adam Family animated cartoon? Am I crazy? Am I mixing something?
I think that's Addams Family.
The Adam Family.
Yeah, Adam Sandler's family, not the Addams Family.
Let me have a look. I gotta think because I think I'm crazy.
yeah. So like, what I really enjoyed about the show is that like, because the characters are just so fucking absurd, it makes for some really really unique comedic bits.
Right.
So like for example, like I don't know, like Lurge for example is this like almost like Frankenstein's monster type of thing, but he's also the butler of the family.
Right.
And then there's also another character called Thing, which is just a disembodied hand that just crawls around and emotes and stuff like that. And there's been so many remakes of it. I think there's going to be a remake of. There's like a new like Netflix I think TV series based on Wednesday Addams. Which is like the youngest daughter of Addams Family, something made by what's his name?
Think Adam Sandler. I think maybe my brain was dumb and thought Adam Sandler was in it because it's the Addams Family.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
But yeah, there's the two.
I thought that was like too obvious to point out.
I think that was probably what it was.
Probably.
I don't know why I thought that.
Yeah, but it's a real. If you want like a classic, like funny, like comedic show, then I'd say Addams Family still like a lot of the episodes. I think is still really funny.
Yeah. Did you ever watch
Banger theme too?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course.
What is it?
You know it.
Oh, okay.
Everyone knows it.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Did you ever
Don't
watch
comfort
The
us.
Twilight Zone? Since
Yeah, that's really
Yeah,
good.
Yeah.
Twilight Zone I grew up with as well, but like I don't think Twilight Zone is one of those shows where that I would see it every now and then on TV. I wouldn't
Right.
like religiously watch it like Simpsons or Species
Yeah.
Space.
Did you ever watch that TV show that was like fact or fiction? And where all the memes of that guy going like, it's a lie, I made it up. It's not true, I made it up, I lied. You know,
I think
No.
so. That sounds
what?
familiar.
Fuck, dude. What? God damn it. Why do I have such a fucking patch?
Oh no! Wait! I know what you're talking about. The guy in like
In like a smoky room.
in the
wearing a
smoky
suit.
room. No, I made it up.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, no, now I know what you're talking about. I didn't know.
I think so.
I thought what? I didn't know that came from like a TV
It's
show.
Beyond Belief.
Beyond Belief.
Jonathan Frakes, Beyond a Belief.
I thought I don't
let me-
know. I
is
don't
this-
know
is this
why.
it?
I just thought that was like a History Channel show or something
Yeah,
like that.
I thought so too.
Yeah, it's just like a bunch of.
area and realized you'd forgotten where you parked your car.
Ever gone mountain biking?
What do you want to be when you grow up?
What's the right tip? Have you called a
You've
Oh
seen this show?
yes,
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
I
I've seen
have.
that
Good.
one. I've seen
yeah,
that
this
one.
one's
Yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah.
This one's good. I like that show. That was really good.
Yeah.
Mythbusters. I think we spoke about this a little while ago. Right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I met Adam Savage. so
Mythbusters is great.
Mythbusters is fucking awesome.
If you don't know what Mythbusters is, Joey, take it away.
Mythbusters basically Adam Savage and Jamie Hyman. They basically, I think they used to work in like Hollywood as like special effects
Yeah.
creators, but they basically have like two guys with really long science backgrounds who basically take common myths and scientifically prove whether it's real or just a myth.
Yeah.
Really simple concept,
Yeah.
but because they go about it in a scientific way, it's really cool to just see them be like, all right, so there's the myth, for example,
And they
that
blow it up.
Yeah.
there's the myth, for example, that like enough balloons can pick up a human body off the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then they go out and go, all right, how many balloons would it actually take to
Yeah.
pick up an average human body
Yeah.
off the ground? And so they would go through all this, or like, another one was like, how many layers of glass could stop a bullet?
Yeah, I saw that.
example.
And there's
Yeah.
also like, can salsa dissolve prison bars?
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
like stuff,
yeah.
or like a floss, like a teeth floss.
Yeah.
Can it
Yeah.
cut through a steel bar, for example? So it's like
Yeah.
they basically take common myths or like stuff you see in movies, and they go, is that cap or fact?
Yeah.
It's good.
Basically.
It's like, the predecessor to crazy YouTube engineering channel.
Yeah,
Basically,
honestly.
I was going to say this did science YouTube before science YouTube.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
existed, you
It's
know?
very, it feels very nerdy.
Yeah,
and it
it does.
feels
Yes.
very, doesn't care if you don't
Yeah.
like the show or you don't like the style. It feels like they just wanted to make the show and make it for them.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
make it the way they wanted it and
Well-
blow stuff up.
Yeah.
Well, it was one of the few shows that managed to make science cool.
Oh, yeah.
Because whenever we think of science engineering, we just like fucking fall asleep because it's like, why should I give a shit about chemistry or
Boring.
like fucking
Sorry,
biology
Well,
or anything like
The
that?
reason we give out chemistry is because of Breaking Bad. That's
Yeah.
why.
But now, you're telling me that chemistry can blow things up and set things on fire? Okay, suddenly
Yeah.
I care now.
Just
Okay.
like in a lot of the episodes, what I really enjoyed is the fact that it was just purely Adam and Jamie just being like, what if this would happen? Or like, have you ever thought about, could this be real? Like
Yeah.
a one that's really good is like shell shock from grenades. How
Yeah.
close? Like it's the myth of like, if there's a grenade about to go off and someone dives on top of it, then that will save everybody else.
Yeah.
And so what they would do is they would like, out of ballistics gel, they would create a human shaped thing. They would put it on top of a grenade. They would
Yeah.
put another human some distance away, and then they would see if that human
If the
would
unpaid
survive.
intern
Yeah.
dies.
Yeah. And it was just funny because it was just an excuse for them to just blow up a bunch of grenades.
I mean, it's funny because you started this off being like, you know what? They did it for the name of science, you know.
Yeah.
No, they wanted to blow shit up.
No, they just wanted to blow shit up.
Yeah, I was just like talking to the safety third guys. I'm like, I just realized they just find like the most convoluted reasons to find a reason to blow shit up. You know,
Yeah.
that's Mythbusters
Yeah.
basically.
Honestly. And so like, a lot of like, I fucking watch this show religiously. It was like my favorite thing to watch.
It's a great TV show.
Oh,
and
it's
aged
fantastic.
very well.
Fantastically
It
well.
has, yeah.
Ed and Eddy fucking goes without saying, probably one of the best Cartoon Network shows to come out.
Awesome. I just love Ed and Eddy a lot. I
Yeah.
love the I forgot the name of the this art style where the every character's lines are always moving.
It's like rubber hose.
No, Rubber Hose is more like Disney, like
Like
into the-
30s animation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like boiling lines or something.
Boiling
the animation
yeah.
style.
Yeah.
I love that. The color palette of Ed and Eddy.
Oh yeah,
is nuts.
And like just it's one of those shows that where I feel the original creators were just like, what's human anatomy?
Yeah,
that doesn't
true.
exist.
Well, tell us about the show, Jerry. What happens in Ed and Eddy?
Ed and Eddy's basically just a Cartoon Network show from the 90s where it's just
2000s.
Is it 2000s? I thought it was the 90s.
Pretty sure it's 2000s.
I don't know. It's somewhere around there though, early 2000s, where it's basically just based in a cul-de-sac in everyday America, and it's just a bunch of kids just fucking doing random shit in the cul-de-sac
To try and get jawbreakers.
jawbreakers.
So they do a bunch of schemes to try and earn money to get jawbreakers.
Yeah.
'Cause they love these jawbreakers for some reason, and they'll do anything.
Yeah.
And it's great. Every character is great. It's just a fun show.
The
and
voice acting is so good.
Yes, it's aged really well.
Really, really well.
The animation style is so good.
There's a clip
So
that
good.
recently I found on YouTube that I've just been obsessed with again, and it's just this one episode where Eddy, this guy in the middle here, if you don't know, Eddy is like he dresses up as like a demon, like character to try and convince Ed, who's the dumb guy, to do a bunch of weird shit. So that he could like turn him into like a freak to like earn at a freak show.
Yeah.
And there's one scene where he's just like, "Eat your mattress," and then Ed just looks at the bed and he's like, "Okay." And then Ed Double D, this other guy, Ed comes in, and it's just this scene of just Ed just fucking eating this mattress whole, and it's the most like
Kirby before it was Kirby.
yeah. It's just like, good lord, man. It's just eating this mattress. It's just the most absurdist humor ever, but it's really, really fucking funny.
Like one thing that like remembering Ed and Eddy makes me realize is that are cartoons as weird now?
No,
Because
because
a little bit.
a
Just
little bit?
Different weird.
yeah,
Right.
because I feel Ed and Eddy kind of falls into the same genre of cartoons as like the Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah, the
era,
Ren and Stimpy,
where
wow.
it's like so absurdist to the point where it's almost gross.
Well, the art style can be gross at times.
Oh, very gross. Yeah.
Well, I'm just thinking about it. I'm like, man, I watched a lot of weird shit as a kid.
Oh
right?
yeah,
And I'm
this
just like,
era of Cartoon Network had some of the weirdest television programming
It's like the
ever.
golden era of cartoon.
Oh yeah, like
Like-
Cow and Chicken was another one where I'm just
oh,
like,
Cow and Chicken.
this
I
show-
actually
Courage the
forgot.
Cowardly
Courage the
Dog.
Cowardly Dog. I'm like, these
Yeah.
shows are fucking weird.
Where like if you put this on Adult Swim,
Yeah.
it would totally just blend in.
Oh,
you know?
absolutely.
And I'm just like, how did we grow up with these cartoons? They're so fucking weird. What?
I like rewatching some scenes of Ed and Eddy. I'm like, how did I not get traumatized by some of the shit I'm seeing right now? Like,
Dude,
I would not show my kids Ed and Eddy.
Did you have like an Ed and Eddy friendish kind of group vibe?
Yeah, I kind of did. I was definitely like the Eddy type of character where I'm just like, I was just convincing other people to do dumb shit.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I definitely had a friend who was like Ed.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
It's
I
just
th- I
like
think-
anything I told him to do, he would do.
I think every friend group had an Ed. You know?
But that's the thing. That's what I
Ed's
think
the
was.
most lovable, though.
That's
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
think was so good about Ed, and Eddy was that it was such an absurdist, like, completely just like out of the norm type of show. But the characters fundamentally were characters that you could recognize. Where it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Right.
there was at least one character in Ed and Eddy where you're like, I have a friend who's like that, or
Yeah.
I'm like that.
Amazing music as well.
Oh,
The fucking
dude,
intro.
opening song, banger.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Best one.
So good.